Hey everyone, welcome to TechWired. In this video, we are going to solve problem number 1137, nth Tribonacci number. So in this problem, we are given a pattern. So we have to add three numbers in order to get a n plus 3 value. Okay, now we will see what the pattern is and the logic behind it. Now let's dive into the solution. So before solving this problem, I would like to tell, if you guys haven't subscribed to my channel, please like and subscribe. This will motivate me to upload more videos in future, and also check out my previous videos and keep supporting. Now let's see the logic. So we are given a pattern here. Okay. So always whenever you guys see a pattern by substituting some value, always use a small number like 0. Okay. Now see, if I put 0 here, I'm getting T3 and T0, T1, T2. So all these three information are given in the question, which is nothing but 0 plus 1 plus 1. These are given in the question. Okay, I'm getting 2. Okay, I could see a pattern, right? These three are previous numbers of T3, which is nothing but T2, T1 and T0. So this T3 will be required to find T4. Okay. So what will be for T4? For T4, the last three numbers, I need to find T3, T2, T1. T1, T2 I already know, and T3 I found out it is 2. So if I put 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 2, and it's going to be 4, right? Which is the required answer. So I will also explain it with another example. Assume n is equal to 5. Okay. So here we cannot find directly T5. Okay. Because we are only given T0, T1 and T2. Rest of for 5 we need T3 and T4, right? T2 I know. So 3 previous numbers. T2 I know, but I need to find T3, T4. We just found T3 and this is 2 and this was 4, right? So we could see there is a pattern. A loop has to be written. And somehow I need to keep track of these values, like the newly found T's. So how I'm going to do that? Now let's see the logic. Initially, I'm going to start with 3. Okay, I'm going to start with 3 and I'm going to run a for loop for n plus 1. Okay, why n plus 1? We need to consider till the tnth value. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to swap, assume, I'm going to keep a is equal to 0, that is given in the information, T0 as a initially, and B as T1, which is 1, and C as 2, T2. This is going to be 1 as. And I'm going to swap, okay, between A, B, C. I'm going to swap, where A will be becoming B, and B will be becoming C, and C will becoming A plus B plus C. Because we need to move up front. Okay, for each iteration we need the new value. So for example, so if you guys have ever done a swapping operation in coding, just like that, we are going to use 2 temp variables this time. You know, in a normal swap we will be using a 1 temporary variable, right, in order to store the previous value. So here we are going to use 2 temps. one temp for A. Okay, initially we are going to have temp for A, which I will be having A, and temp B, where I will store the value of B. Now I will swap. A will become B, B will become C, and C will become, I will add the previous values. I have shifted A and B here. Here A will become 1, C will become 1 as well, and the new C, which is nothing but like a T3, we need to add the previous older values here that I temporarily stored. Okay, here it's just nothing but 0 and 1. Okay, so it's going to be 0 plus 1 plus 1, going to be 2. T3 will be 2. So I will also explain it once again if you guys haven't understood. So initially I will be having A is equal to 0, B is equal to 1, C is equal to 1. These values are given in the information, okay, given in the question itself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to store value of A in temp. So here it's going to be 0. Okay, it's going to be 0. And I'm going to create another variable temp B in order to store the value of B, which is nothing but here it will be 1. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap the values. A will become B, B will become C. So the shift will be happening here. Can you see that? 1, A is equal to 1, B will be 1 itself, and C will become A plus B plus C. Sorry, it will be temp A plus temp B and plus C. I'll also write it again. It's temp B. Okay, I will add the previous 3 values, which is nothing but I stored temporarily. The A and B values are stored in temp A and temp B. Okay, so I will be getting 0 plus 1 plus 1. The C, which is already there. Okay, C is not changed. We are not changing C. Now only we are updating the C value. It will be 2. Just nothing but it's just like T3. This will be the first iteration. So now I have T3 in order to use it for T4. So my new C value is 2. Now we will see for T4 as well. Now I'm going to do it for T4 C. So I will be storing the value of A in temp A, which is nothing but 1. And I will store the value of B in temp B, which is nothing but 1 again. Now A is equal to B. Now A becomes the value of B. Here it will be 1. Okay. Now B is equal to C. B becomes 2. I'm just shifting. Okay. Now C is 2. I will put 2 here. And I've already stored the values of A and B, the temporary values, the previous two values, okay, in temp A and temp B, which is 1 plus 1 and 1 plus 1 plus 2 is going to be 4. This is nothing but the answer for T4. Now we will see the code. So if I get a value that is less than 2, when n is less than 2, I'm just going to return n itself. Okay. Initially, I'm going to have A is equal to 0, B is equal to 1, C is equal to 1 as well, which is given in the question itself. So I'm going to write a for loop. Okay. I'm going to run by starting with 3, since we need 3 values. Okay, I'm going to start with 3. and till n+1. Also, the reason why I'm putting 3 here is we already know t0, t1, t2. So I have to start, if I get a value that is greater than or equal to 3, I need to find t3. I don't have t3, right? The value of t3. So I need to find t3 in order to get values that are greater than 3. Okay. So first I'm going to write two temporary variables. We are just going to use simple swapping. Rather than swapping one value, we're going to swap two values. So temp A is going to be the value of A, and temp B is going to be value of B, and I'm going to shift A is equal to B, B is equal to C, and C is equal to the temp A plus temp B and C itself. I'm going to run this loop for 3, 4 till I find the tn value. Okay, I'm going to return C since the value will be stored in C. Okay, I think everything is fine. As you guys see, it's pretty much efficient. So rather than writing extra variables, we can just swap the variables within themselves. Like we can swap like a general swap. Okay, so we are just swapping here. This one is pretty much optimal since we are not using any extra variables here. As you guys see, it also works. Thank you for watching this video. Please like, share and subscribe, and also press the bell icon in order to get notifications whenever I upload my videos. Keep supporting. Happy learning. Cheers guys.